everybody. I know that you are looking. There we are. How's everybody doing this evening? Please say hi as you pop on. We're going to hang out here for a few minutes while everything is getting started. I've got Henry on Skype. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear him. You might be able to let me see. I might need to mute him. I'm not sure.
Mute me.
Brandy says hi. Hey, Brandy, share out. Get everybody in today. We've got some big announcements from Middle of the Magic Travel, but also from DisNerd's Life. So I'm pretty excited about this evening. I'm flying solo for a few minutes until Henry comes on. Hopefully the audio is not messed up right now. I don't even really know. So we are going to be doing some announcements, and then we are going to, Henry's making me giggle, then we're going to do some listener questions. And I also have a little girl who's smiling at me from the other corner of the room.
Yeah, I literally just actually.
Oh, Henry, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Rita. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
And the real question is, can the audience hear me?
I have no idea.
That's the question Brandy can help us out with. I'm sure she's listening.
This is what happens when Henry's on the road. We do shows just like this. I'm pretty excited, Henry. By the way, happy Father's Day. We miss you.
Yeah, well, I'll be home in like 5 or 6 hours.
5 or 6 hours.
Not be part of Father's Day anymore.
Well, you know, you've had a good Father's Day, though, right? Even though you're working.
I had an excellent Father's Day. I got to chat with a lot of different people. I even got to see someone who has, I guess, does authorized Disney artwork, and got to chat with him for a little while.
Not making my movie started.
Okay, go get your sister and she'll start it for you, okay? You just gotta go knock on her door. You gotta love it. Okay. Well, so you said you got to chat with some people in the Disney.
Yeah, a young gentleman who does some comics artwork. His name is Bobby Timothy. He actually lives out in California, and if I'm not mistaken, he said his wife works for Disney, and he's got to do some commission work for Disney or some stuff like that. And he had an art piece that was up at the art auction. So the show that we're at always has a large auction on Saturday night. And he had a Robin Hood and Maid Marian from the movie, from the Disney movie that was on there. That was an outstanding piece, and it went for more than I was able to afford at that moment. But it was a great piece, and I loved talking with him.
Dang, I was hoping you would say you were bringing that home to me.
I don't have that much.
I thought you said you had a great weekend.
I did have a great weekend. I just don't have that piece of it.
Brandy says she is watching with her friend Chris, and Chris wants to plan a trip to Disneyland. That is awesome. Disneyland is the best park of all the parks, in my opinion. At least of the ones I've been to. Henry.
Everyone that I talked to, I spoke with a number of people and this weekend, and a lot of them had said that they've been to Disneyland and really enjoyed it. Just a different feel to it.
Well, Disneyland is the better park in my opinion. All right, so go ahead and make sure you're sharing out the video feed, and I am actually going to go ahead and let you know that we have a big announcement that we're going to do from Middle of the Magic Travel, and this is from Middle of the Magic Travel proper. This isn't just Rita and Henry Flood from Middle of the Magic Travel, but they've got some really big news going on out there in the universe, and I can hear, I'm not sure if that's coming from your phone or somebody else's, but I can hear an echo. Is somebody's phone on there with me?
Yes.
I thought I could hear myself. So yeah, we
Rita can hear it.
Middle of the Magic Travel is going to be having a really big giveaway, and I'm going to give you some more details at the end of the show. But on top of Middle of the Magic having a big giveaway, we are having a giveaway too, and I'm going to tell everybody how they need to be able to be a part of both of those giveaways. One is going to fall on June 30th, and then the other is going to fall on July 11th while we are down at Disney at the first week opening of Toy Story Land. So it's pretty exciting stuff. I know I'm excited about my trip. Henry, while you've been gone this weekend, I've sat down and done some details about what attractions we're going to do and all that kind of stuff. So I'm pretty pumped.
Well, I'd say talking about Toy Story Land, that tends to be one of the biggest questions right now. The two biggest questions that I see and hear from everyone right now is definitely, hey, how hard is it going to be for me to get a Slinky Dog Coaster Fast Pass? And the other one is, what do you consider late fall 2019? So those are the two questions that I hear on a regular basis.
Well, those are two good questions. And I think at this point, well, yeah, you can score Slinky Dog. And I think unlike Flight of Passage, which is still hard to score, a Flight of Passage Fast Pass, I think that Slinky Dog eventually will be a little bit easier to get because it is a family roller coaster. And we saw with Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which is the same kind of family roller coaster, it became a little bit easier to get a Fast Pass for it. Of course, with the tiers in the Fast Passes, it does make it a little bit more difficult. I am currently sharing out with everybody. I
am unable to share it with everyone because, well, I'm on Skype.
It's a different experience for you, isn't it?
It definitely is. There's a contraption that I saw a gentleman had this weekend when he was out and about that I'm definitely going to go pick up, which is a little handheld phone holder that has a gyro ball inside of it, and it could still mount a mic on it, and it's like a little mini. He did a little mini camera work with it. You know, even could hold a light on it and everything else. It was a really good little unit. So it's something that I'm going to look into for while I'm on the road, and then we're out doing things live that I'm out there in our studio.
Cool. All right, so Middle of the Magic Travel is going to be, next week Tracy will actually be on with us for a little bit to explain some more detail about the giveaway that Middle of the Magic Travel is going to be holding, and of course tonight we'll give some details about that, and of course with DisNerd's Live. So let's go ahead and let's jump into some client questions. Now, you guys know we do this about once a month, and what happens is Henry finds these client questions for me, and I don't know what they are. So he asks the expert. So this is like Stump the Expert, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that?
I hope I don't stump you with them.
Well, you know, there's occasionally something new. Things are always changing at Disney, which is not a bad thing. And so you never know. All right, so as we are watching the show, if you guys have questions, please put those in the comments, and we'll be happy to answer those. And if you're watching on the replay, feel free to put those in there, and we will go back and see if we can answer those questions for you. Or if you're watching on YouTube, of course, you can put the comments in. All right, Henry. Are you ready?
So one of the questions that I saw the last couple of weeks was, what happens when it rains in Florida? Because it's going to rain every day in Florida on my next trip, because that's just my luck. Do they shut all the rides down? Can I still do anything? Should I just cancel my vacation? What do I do?
Well, we've had the luxury, I guess you could say, of traveling to Florida during a tropical depression. And if anybody knows anything about tropical depressions, you know that it rains for a really long time. I don't know if you remember this trip, Henry, but it rained for like 24 hours straight.
Oh, yeah, it was our first trip. We were getting off the safari.
Yeah.
And we got some great pictures of us all drenched. And I remember specifically, the one, you actually turned around and put Minnie's hair up in little mouse ears. And it rained, and then they became not so much mouse ears.
I know, she looked so cute with her little mouse ears and her Minnie Mouse dress on. So what happens when it rains is fortunately the lines actually go down to some degree. The waits get shorter. Pretty rarely do they close rides down for any length of time. Obviously, if there's some major lightning going on and there's some outdoor roller coasters and things like that, they're going to shut some things down. But ultimately, don't let it change your vacation. Not at all, because most of the time you've put quite a bit of money into your vacation, and a little bit of rain's not going to put a damper, no pun intended, on that.
I think you're right, because there are a lot of people who live locally park today, and I have a passing here at the time. Oh, it's raining. I don't think I necessarily know. So you definitely do turn around and pull some of the people away from it, and you do have some folks that will change their vacation up a little bit. You know what? We were going to do our third day as our day off, we're going to flip-flop it instead or something like that. So you do see some wider traffic whenever the rain comes through.
Yeah, Brad Woods just commented. He said, put a poncho on and go with it. Exactly, Brad. That's exactly what you do. 100%. Right. Disney will have those ponchos out for sale, or bring your own in, whichever you prefer. I've worn several Disney ponchos in my lifetime.
I'm going to go bring your own in, but that's because, I like to spend money on my food.
Well, I do like having those Disney ponchos because they're a little bit more heavy duty, but
That's true.
All right, that's a great question. So please don't let the rain, rain on your parade. Don't let it change your vacation plans.
That's right. So another question I saw, since we're in the summertime, every water park you go to has different sets of rules when it comes to footwear. What am I allowed to wear at the Disney water parks? Do I have to take them off whenever I get on the water coasters?
Okay.
What am I allowed to do?
Okay, so that's a great question. This has to do with your attire and specifically your foot attire. And I'm repeating, Henry, because you are cutting out just a little bit. Not sure where you guys are located or what's going on, but so this is about the footwear and can you wear water shoes? Yes, you can wear water shoes. Disney is really good about what you're wearing. There may be specific slides that will give you some very specific instructions on what you can and cannot wear. Those slides off the top of my head are going to be the one Summit Plummet at Blizzard Beach, and I don't know the name of the other one. At Typhoon Lagoon, where I may have those backwards, but those are your fast slides. So they may have some pretty specific rules for those. I don't know those off the top of my head, but ultimately, yeah, you can wear those water shoes. Wear your flip-flops. Go without shoes. That's what I do. I walk around in my bare feet.
Yeah. I saw several people that last time we were over at the water park, that did. And it is now. The concrete can be a little warm at times, but that's why you jump in more water.
Well, fortunately, Disney does a good job of shading everything, in my opinion. I think they do a great job.
Yes.
Hey, Henry, what's your favorite water park? Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon? I think I know the answer.
I think Blizzard Beach.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I liked both of them. I don't think one of them stands out any better than the other one to me. Each year we have some different rides and stuff with it. But I think, if I remember correctly, we tend to go a little bit more in the off season, so we don't do as much over at the water parks.
Sure.
So, I know my favorite water park on Disney property, Fort Wilderness Water Pool.
Fort Wilderness pool?
Yep.
With this little slide?
Yeah, well, because I loved it over there. We never been in there. You got to go over there and play.
Oh, in the water play area.
Yes.
Yes, we'll be spending quite a bit of time there here shortly.
Yep.
Just a few weeks. Awesome. All right.
So, sticking with the water park theme, can you ever meet any characters over at the water parks?
Oh my goodness. You may have stumped me on that one. I have never seen a character meet and greet at a water park during normal hours and during normal events, but that doesn't mean that there's necessarily one. To my knowledge, and if there's anybody out there watching, please feel free to comment in and tell me what you think. But I mean, I know I've seen pictures of people seeing Goofy like at the water parks, but there's no scheduled meet and greet areas, to my knowledge, at the water parks.
I know I've seen pictures of Olaf over at Blizzard Beach before.
Oh, now there was that. That was a special,
That was especially in the first summer or something like that.
Yeah.
So during their summer, whenever they had their summer Haas movie.
Yeah.
Come out.
Yeah.
So, all right. So next one is I don't remember what it was, and I have to remember because it's on my phone and I didn't write everything down. Give me a second to remember that one. So
yeah, Brad says he's never seen a character at a water park either.
No.
Yeah, I don't. Now you know. Oh, what's your favorite water ride, Rita? That's what Brandy says. Okay, my favorite water ride is probably the water coaster over at Typhoon Lagoon. I can't remember the name of the water coaster right now, but it is a wonderful, wonderful water slide. You know, you guys okay there? It's a little bump in the road.
Yeah, we went over a bridge.
But yeah, I really enjoy Typhoon Lagoon is probably my favorite water park. I really enjoy the slides there. All right, you got your question for me, Henry?
I do have more questions for you. So we hear that you should always turn around and take a day off somewhere during your vacation. So we're thinking of going down to Disney Springs. Other than eating and shopping, is there anything to do for the family?
Oh, okay. So just to repeat Henry's questions in case you didn't hear that, he was saying, you know, they've heard that you need to take a day off in the middle of your vacation and possibly go to Disney Springs. And from there, you know, they're asking what is there to do besides eat and shop. Well, there's actually quite a bit to do. The very first thing that I can think of is, well, go to Flights of Oh, that's not the name of it, is it?
No.
Wonders in Flight?
Yes.
Okay. And it's the big balloon that goes up, and you get incredible views. I say you get incredible views. I chickened out on the last time we went to go up into the balloon. The wind was blowing, and I was like, no, I'm not going. But Minnie actually went up for me, and she did a whole live feed, and you can find that if you can scroll down through all of our live feeds, you can find that live feed on here at DisNerd's Live, but she went live and gave us a good view. You can see a view of everything. So as long as the weather's good, that's an excellent thing to do. You can also go bowling at Splitsville. So it's a bowling arena that has food, also very popular, and of course you can go to the movies. They have an AMC movie theater there. You can also go, if you're a big fan of live music, House of Blues is located down there on the west end of Disney Springs. I highly recommend the House of Blues Sunday Gospel Brunch if you're into that kind of thing. We're in the process at some point getting a new Cirque du Soleil show for Disney. It used to be La Nuba, so when that comes back, that's also another great thing that you can do. Those are just all things off the top of my head. Go to the Lego store, play with the Legos there. Over on the market, what we used to call Downtown Disney Marketplace, the more original end of Disney Springs. You can definitely there's like a little carousel and like a little train that you can ride, do some pin trading, those kinds of things. Oh, Brad said he didn't know about bowling. Yeah, you need to make reservations. Brad, when you guys book your vacation, we'll make you some reservations at Splitsville because we need to make sure you have reservations for that. So it's very popular, Splitsville is. We've not done it ourselves. There's a lot that Disney Springs has changed so much in the past 2 years. There's a lot to still experience for ourselves there. Is there anything I left out that you can think of, Henry, as you're bouncing down the road there? Are you Tigger?
So we're going through a little bit of road construction here in, I guess we're still in North Carolina. We're in South Carolina. That explains it. If only Chris Rouse was watching right now, he would totally understand. So now those are the ones. Those are the ones that well, obviously for me, the pin trading, the Flights of Wonder, which doesn't matter if the weather is good or not. I won't be up there. I'm so thankful that Minnie went up there and did the video for me also.
That reminds me, there's one other thing. There's a VR, virtual reality experience that you can do there that's based on Star Wars, which is actually something that we need to put on our list to do, to check out while we are down there.
There's also the concert area. So they've got where they'll perform.
They're
not always doing performances, but there's a concert area, and there's a lot of street performers down through there.
They usually... Sorry, go ahead.
They're regularly scheduled, typically the weekends, but and then a couple of the restaurants have typically live music also. So if you like some live music, there's a lot of things you see.
It really is a great hangout area. I think it's very popular with locals to Florida or the Orlando area to go and hang out. There's a place over towards the market, I call it the marketplace side, the place where the Disney store is, that's down next to the water, where you can get margaritas and listen to some live acoustic music. Great spot. Great spot. All right. Hit me with another one.
All right. So what's Memory Maker, and why should I get it?
Okay, so Memory Maker it's $169 if you purchase it ahead of time. And what it does is that any picture that's taken with a photo pass photographer or an on-ride photo, you get unlimited. You get digital download of that photo. I always recommend that people get Memory Maker. I know $169 seems pretty cheap, but it's from somebody in the past who went and saw all the characters with their child, and then would have to go with their little PhotoPass card, and then I would go back and I would pull up my PhotoPass photos online, and then I would choose which ones I was going to purchase, and they were like $14 or $12.95 or $14.95 per 5x7. Yeah. Hey, Bridget, thanks for joining us. It was really kind of, in my opinion, a pretty steep price for a PhotoPass photo. And so now when I see that I can get all of my photos for $169, I think that is absolutely 100% awesome. Plus, you've got all these magic shots that you can choose from. You've got these wonderful, my favorite are the little videos that come with Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Tower of Terror. It's just, you get these little enhanced things that come along with purchasing that Memory Maker. Now, if you know that you're running into the park for 2 days and you're not really planning on using PhotoPass photographers or something like that, maybe it's something you can skip. It's not a have to, but it is something that I think you should do, particularly if you're going to be meeting a lot of characters.
Yeah, if you're doing a lot of characters, or if you don't go down there a whole lot, if you're like, this is a once in a 5-year trip for us, then those kind of trips I would definitely recommend it for. For folks that are kind of like us that may go down 1, 2, 3 times a year, you may or may not need it. But if you are going to be doing character dining, or not character, but meeting any characters, or if you just like doing the silly poses on all of the coasters, because we know where all the pictures are at, and we do something silly like on Space Mountain, we look like we're all asleep on Space Mountain. Those are definitely worth it to have the Memory Maker set up for.
Yeah, I agree. Bridget says she loves the videos that you can get, and watching your own face is really funny. Brandy, you're asking if that's something you need to look into. And my guess is we probably already added it on, but we can double check your reservation to be sure. Most of the time, that's something that we talk about up front to decide on. PhotoPass, I think, like I said, just going from the person who used to buy those individual photos to being able to download 100 photos for $169. I don't know. I think it's a no-brainer for me, in my opinion. Of course, now that we're season pass holders, we get the PhotoPass already automatically, which is really nice. Yeah, you didn't know that, did you?
I did not know that. I learned something new just now.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, do you have one last question for me?
I feel like there's one other one that was over there. I hate the fact that I have it on my phone. but unfortunately, you know what? I'm going to give the question that my partner over here right behind me, TJ, asked. He wants to know if he can take a water gun to the water park. He wants to go squirt his sister with his super soakers.
Okay, I think this is one of the best questions. And I'm going to give you my opinion in an answer and not the official answer, because this is a new this is a new policy that Disney has put out. I'm going to say the answer is no. You cannot take any kind of water guns, because since the Pulse shooting in Orlando and Titan Security, they are not allowing you to allowing you to bring in any kind of toy weapons at all. They even took out the blasters for Buzz Lightyear. So I'm gonna say that you probably cannot take in a water gun. Yeah, I could be wrong in that, but I think that's a pretty safe answer considering the changes they made. Henry, it says, Bridget says, I don't know about you, but sometimes I grab a CM with a camera and snap photos. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Even those are not in designated areas. That's true. That's true. Brandy said you were just terrifying with your light, Henry. Okay.
Y'all
are you guys ready for the big reveal of the giveaway that we're going to be having and Middle of the Magic is going to have? So here's what's happening. On June 30th, Middle of the Magic Travel, and unfortunately we won't be there, but Middle of the Magic Travel, along with several other agents, are going to be at the opening of Toy Story Land. And they are going to be live, doing all kinds of live feeds that day. And, you just got really loud, Henry. They're going to be doing some live feeds that day, and they are going to be giving some things away. They've got all kinds of goodies that they're gathering up that are all Toy Story related, but they're going to be going live from their Middle of the Magic Travels, I guess you could say, Facebook group page, which is called Information and News in Mickey's Backyard. Now, or from Mickey's Backyard. I'm going to put the link up in the notes for that so that you know how to get to it, but you've got to be a member of that group to be able to be eligible for those giveaways, because they're going live from that page. But not only will you be eligible for those giveaways, but you will learn from there how you can enter to win a gift certificate for $150 towards the purchase of a new reservation at Walt Disney World. Now, there's some fine print to that. It has to be so long. The vacation has to be like a three-night stay, and tickets and all that kind of stuff. And we'll go into the details of that later. But that's a really great giveaway. But not only do you get a $150 gift certificate towards the purchase of a vacation through Middle of the Magic Travel, you also will have a nice, wonderful Toy Story gift package sent to your room upon your arrival of that vacation. So this is a really nice giveaway. This is a great bonus or boost, save you enough money, for example, to purchase Memory Maker, or to go ahead and eat at that really nice restaurant, or I can think of all kinds of ways to budget that extra money that you would save. But they're also like
buying pins.
Buying pins, is that what you think?
Yes.
I was thinking about paying for gratuities at the restaurants, but I'm like that.
I thought I could go buy like 5 or 10 pins.
Oh, of course, honey, of course. But it's a really great giveaway, and you'll learn how to enter to win that. And that giveaway is going to be really short. It's only like a week's period of time that you'll be able to sign up, or they'll give details on how to do that. But, oh, Brandy says she's going to buy pins too. Okay, but not only is Middle of the Magic Travel doing a giveaway, but so are we. we're doing a giveaway, which is not quite as big as Middle of the Magic Travel, but DisNerd's Life is going to be giving away their Toy Story basket. And it does actually have a $50 gift certificate towards the purchase of a vacation with Middle of the Magic Travel, with Rita and Henry at Middle of the Magic Travel. And some little goodies, a Slinky Dog in there. So it's a great little basket to give away to you guys. And what you have to do is you guys have to be members of our DisNerd's Life page. So if you are not a member and you guys would like for to become a member, make sure that you are joined and you're joining in on our live feed on July 8th. But we'll have more information as that's coming closer and closer. So it's pretty exciting stuff. Can you hear me, Henry?
I can hear you. Sorry.
You don't seem excited.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of watching the road also. So.
You're not driving? Don't worry about it. Adam's got you covered.
I know Adam's driving and he has to be covered, but I do get car sick.
That's true. That's true. You do. So, exciting news. Lots of giveaways. Lots of things to be excited about with Toy Story Land and all that kind of stuff, right?
I am super excited to see all the stuff. I love I love the basket we have. I enjoyed helping put that one together, and everyone that's seen it has really enjoyed it. And what we're going to do Middle of the Magic over in
Mickey's.
Mickey's backyard. Yeah. That's going to be a lot of fun also. That should be a whole week worth of just really cool, fun stuff.
Yeah, they've got a lot in store. I wish that we were going to be down there to go live with them, but we will be down the next weekend. And I know Tracy's trying to plan and popping over and going live with us on our show that evening too. So, big news. So make sure, you got 2 things to do, guys. Make sure that you are joining in. I'll get the link up to Mickey's Backyard, information and news from Mickey's Backyard, and also that you are a member of DisNerd's Life, or you've liked our page, and then we'll give you some more details on that later. I guess that's it. Henry, you've been a real trooper. I appreciate it.
Hey, I enjoy it. You know, other than the fact that my arm is getting a little tired from holding the phone. Otherwise, it's been a blast being remoted out like this.
Yes, it's different for sure, and I'm just grateful. So with that said, all you fathers out there, fathers to 2-legged and 4-legged creatures, and all of those who are father-like figures, you need to go ahead and enjoy the rest of your Father's Day. It would be a great, great day, and I hope you got to be with your friends and family and loved ones. All right. Oh, Bridget says drive safely, and we will see everybody next week, 8:30.
Walt Disney World time.
You guys have a fantastic week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.